Well, welcome to New Lunar Radio, everybody. I'm your host, Jay Brony, and with me, as per usual,
Beef.
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 And our guest host, aside from Beef today, Coggler.
Woo!
Yay!
Yay!
Friend of the show,
hmm
artist of the person that has art on the screen right now, Coggler.
Howdy.
Hello,
Coggler.
Coggler. It's just so fun to say, Coggler.
Oh, good.
So we're gonna get started. Do a little newsification. First up. So everybody loves the Brony documentary. I know. I heard the internet talk about it once.
Once.
It's been picked up by a television station that I've never heard of before. Logo TV. Not sure where that station exists at, but meh. I'm gonna guess the land of cable, somewhere in there.
Yep.
It's a U.S. cable channel, so that's great. Is a part of their series, I guess a documentary series, going by the name of What? I did my best to convey the exclamation point and question mark in that. So,
You have to do it like this. What? Ah!
what?
It's geared as kind of like an LGBT sort of channel.
Oh, okay.
That's its primary audience.
Interesting.
What?
Yep. And now there's gonna be a Brony documentary there.
Yes.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I guess that's great.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know the feels when it comes to the documentary are not strong. I liked it for specific, not for specific things, limited to, or not limited to the fact that I'm in it like 3 times, but not in any spotlight positioning or anything like that. I'm just kind of in the background, but meh, meh.
I couldn't get through the whole thing. I tried 3 separate times.
That's
Was it that bad?
I just, I kind of lost it when they were interviewing people, and you know how at the bottom they have people's names that they're talking to?
Mm-hmm.
People were only showing their Pony-Sona names.
Oh no.
yeah.
I cringed pretty bad at that. And then the summary of the different types of bronies
Yeah, that
hurt
they're
me a lot.
yeah. The conservatives and the moderates and the
I didn't fit into anything he was describing, and it was very frustrating.
yeah. You're like, I just want to belong.
Mhm.
Can't I be a regular brony?
Can't I
Yeah.
just be a regular thing?
Can't I be a fan of a television show without having to be part of a subgroup?
No.
Can't I just be cool?
I believe that this extends out to, can I just be a member of the human race without being a member of a subgroup?
Yep.
Dot dot
Yep.
dot.
But it didn't
Uh,
it didn't enrage me. I'm the kind of person where if I
Right.
don't like something, I just walk away from it. So as soon as I walked away from the Brony documentary, I never really heard about it again until this moment.
Yay! Bringing
And this is
up.
the kind of thing like my sister and parents will record on TV and then ask me questions about.
Lovely. Eh. It, I, the big thing is, and I'm not trying to justify my possession of physical Blu-ray copy of said documentary. I kickstarted it when it was supposed to be BronyCon, the documentary,
mm-hmm.
and then they expanded it afterwards. They made it about the entire culture. So,
Yeah.
because I think it might have been better if it had just been like, okay, here's a 5-minute synopsis on what being, like what a brony is. So
Right,
then we can show you what happened at the con. Show you the interesting stuff at the con. Like, that would have been cooler, I think.
I
But
definitely agree.
that it would have been much better, I think, because like they said, it was supposed to be a documentary about BronyCon, and then I was like, yeah, $50. I'm going to that thing. It'll be a cool keepsake for the.
I think that would have. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it would be a cool keepsake for the convention that I went to, and then it turned into something else. And of course, the way Kickstarter is by the time that it turned into something else, my money was already out of my bank account and in their pockets, and I was
So
like.
So you would have revoked that money?
I would have maybe thought about lowering my contribution. I might have just gone for just the digital copy instead of getting like the full blown Blu-ray copy and stuff like that. But because I was still like, it could be fine. But now that I've seen it, like, if you asked me right now, hey, do you think you'd give money to that again, like right now? I'd be on the fence. I'd have to see like how much money I have at the end of the month, and it's like, if I got $5,
Right.
but it wouldn't be such a big deal. Luckily, I was able to put the money towards it when I had more money. But
Yeah. I feel like if it were about the con, it would have left more room for only facts and a lot less for opinions and categorizations and stuff like that.
yeah, I agree. It went in a direction that caused dissatisfaction for a lot.
Right.
And all the fights about it on Reddit got way out of hand. Like,
Oh, yeah.
the creators didn't know how to present themselves, and the fans didn't know how to contain themselves. Everyone looked terrible.
Yeah, it just ended up being bad all the way around. And it's one of those things where I'm glad that they're getting it on TV because that, and I'm glad they got to show it at least one or two film festivals or whatever, because that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to shop it. They wanted it to get out there. And that's cool. That's great. It's awesome. Good for them. I do. I have no problem with creative works. Even it's cool. It's just it could have been. I don't know.
It's presenting a lot of ideas as fact to people who are going to be hearing these things for the first time, and that's what makes me nervous.
Yeah.
They don't know any better. They don't know.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it's one of those things where hopefully it won't just become a weapon against us. I doubt that it will. It's pretty positive without being too damning towards one thing or another. It doesn't come out and say,
Yeah.
majority, blah, blah, blah. It's not. And even then, it comes down to, I really care less what Fox News thinks about me. Or
I think
whoever.
the majority of the people who watch it will already be bronies anyway, so it'll just be bronies fighting amongst bronies.
And that was another argument by other people. It's like, oh, why did you even make this? And it's like, why did it, There's been plenty of documentaries that I watched on Netflix that I never thought that I'd be interested in, and I'm like, why would they even make this? And then I watch them anyways. So, why would they even make a documentary about two guys playing Donkey Kong? Oh wait, this is awesome!
I'm so into this!
Donkey Kong, yeah.
Yes! King of Kong, if you haven't watched it, it's pretty cool.
I heard it was really, really good.
It's really good.
Get it on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah. It does have the thing that every documentary, that has like two parties versus each other, it makes one of them out to be a bad guy, and unfortunately that guy's not very bad of a guy. He's just kind of a douchebag.
Doesn't that make him bad?
No, he's not like evil, like maniacally, like I'm going to take over the world. He's portrayed as he was the current champion. He's like the bad guy, like I'm already the better, and the other guy's the underdog, the family man. And it's like,
you could beat me in a ski race,
right? Yeah, exactly. I didn't even challenge you to a ski race. Oh, South Park. Anyways, I guess that's all I have to say about the documentary. Again, for the 1500th time. Not on this show though, just in general. But
it'll be fun to watch the storm.
I honestly, I doubt that this getting on TV. It's just going to be a little blip of, oh, hey, that thing again. Wait, over here, yeah, because this fandom moves at 1,000,000 miles an hour. They're more enraged about something we'll be talking about later.
Man, what happened last week? I don't even remember.
I don't even know. One thing that did happen this week, though, is Google introduced their new product called Google Hangouts. Well, they already had it, I guess, but they updated it and they added a new client on the desktop and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you can type /ponies and ponies will run across the screen. Like OC, like MLP FIM styled ponies in the little chat.
Will it show up for the other people in the Hangout?
I think so.
Okay.
So
it's clear in the video.
There's two ways to do it because me and my friend tried it. You can do /ponies, and I believe that it only shows one pony every time you put it in.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a way to do ponies parade or something like that, where locally it will just continuously do ponies across the bottom of the screen. So we have officially gotten into a Google product, so that means that we're cool on the internet now, I guess. Like,
yeah,
we're allowed to be part of the internet because we're in a Google product.
Hooray!
Yeah,
Google recognizes us.
Yeah.
Finally.
AKA somebody. I guarantee. I know for sure. I know a person who works at Google that is a brony. He would have had nothing to do with this, but.
How do you know? Ooh.
I know someone who specifically worked on Hangouts.
Right. I know specifically for this person because he is literally the guy that fixes the other Google people's computers. So he has no... I don't want to say he doesn't have programming ability, but... So, yeah. But you said you knew somebody who worked on Hangouts?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Were they responsible in some way, shape, or form for the ponies Easter egg?
Not that I know of, but I haven't asked. I only found out about this now.
Interesting. You'll have to talk to them and find out.
Oh, definitely.
Because they just seem like random OCs. There's one or two like, oh, that's definitely Twilight Sparkle recolored to like be different colors and stuff. But
avoid the law.
Avoid the law. Yep. So that's cool.
Respect authority.
Respect the authority. Copyright is law. You wouldn't download a pony.
I would.
Shit.
We're already 3D printing them. Come on.
You wouldn't download a purse.
Probably not.
You wouldn't download a car. Yes, I would.
I absolutely would.
I would totally download every car.
Where's car to download? I'm doing it.
My Little Pony comics. Still one of my favorite parts to come out of the fandom in general is the comic series by Katie Cook and Andy Price. Yeah, all those people. The IDW, that's who does it. That's it. And they announced new books. There's Friendship is Magic number 10. The next micro series, which is funny because it's the My Little Pony main 6 micro series. Mm-hmm. It's the 7th book. You'd think, since each one is dedicated to each one of the main 6, that you'd think that there wasn't a 7th one. And of course, it's Cutie Mark Crusaders. So.
Yay!
They're not main 6.
I know, it's crazy.
What are they doing?
It'll be so cute.
It will. I believe that the image there in the post that I've shared with everybody is the cover art for said, or at least one of the cover arts for said comics. So
I need these books.
I know. I bought the first one virtually through a Comixology on my Nexus 7 tablet thing.
Hmm.
And the other day I was...
Is that the technical term?
Nexus 7 thing? Yeah, that's definitely the technical term. The other day I was in a store that begins with H and ends with C. And is spelled HOTTOPIC.
All right.
And I was actually picking up vinyl Fluttershy for somebody's birthday. So the comics were there. Of course, they were all like plastic wrapped and stuff, so I couldn't. But I looked at it and I was like, these covers are really cool. Nope, I can't. And I put it quickly back on the shelf, and I was like, nope, it's only $5, but there's like a million covers, and if I start to like buy one, I'll want to have them all. So
Right.
I cannot. The one thing that they are doing to help with that is they did announce a cover gallery book, which that's it collects 32 of the covers in
That's a lot of covers.
in one book. So for only $4. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Yeah, I have the same issue. I know if I were to buy one, I would want to buy all of them, so I'm waiting for like the financial opportunity to do that.
Right. This, I think, the nice thing about the Comixology is if you wait a while, all of them eventually will drop. Like they start at $4 and then they eventually drop down to like $2. So,
Okay.
like you could buy the digital one and then you could buy the cover gallery books to get all the covers. I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking of doing. Of course, there was con exclusive ones and stuff like that are probably never going to be in the cover gallery books, but what can you do?
I would so be down to kickstart like a hardcover compilation of the first like 6 issues or something like that, like how they do for main comic book series.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
I'm sure that they're going to be releasing, trade paperbacks, and if it goes long enough, they might do omnibuses too. But that's omnibuses are like, that's like wait until there's like 100 episodes, 100 issues of it, and then they might do an omnibus. But
What's an omnibus?
omnibus, I think, is 5 trade paperbacks. You're hitting me on a bad side here. I'm not very good with the comics, but like a trade paperback is usually 5 or 6 issues of or maybe more of a standard comic, and then like 5 or 6 issues go into a trade paperback, and then omnibus is usually an entire series or a couple of the trade paperbacks. So just a way to kind of collect it all up so you can just go buy one book. Like if they end the series after issue 12, I keep wanting to say issue, and it's not a TV show, it's a comic book. After issue 12 or however many they have planned out, if they end it there, probably what they'll do is they probably won't do a trade paperback. They'll probably just collect them all into one omnibus and then say that's it. And then the micro series will get their own, and then that'll be it. But from the way that these are selling, I think that they're going to continue on with it for a little while at least. So should be good. I believe that they had scheduled out to 12, I think. Yeah, 4-episode arc, then another 4-episode arc by different people, and then back to the original people for another 4-episode arc. So,
Don't you mean issue?
I do. Thank you for the correction. So we'll get away from comics since I can't say issue properly and talk about the show for a second. The last little news tidbit that we have here before we get into our big discussion, I think, is My Little Pony Season 2 DVD set is now available on Amazon. It's the same price right now as the Season 1 set, So you can get your Pony on DVD for $25, not including shipping. Free shipping over $25. So buy both of them, and you can get them for $50. You can get the show for $50. Support the endeavor. Get it on DVD. Where's my Blu-ray, Hasbro? Because I refuse to buy DVDs anymore. Where's my Blu-ray? Australia gets Blu-ray. Why can't I? Jerks.
Because we'll just torrent it anyway.
I bought season 2 on iTunes. That was mostly because there was the Cheerily episode. It leaked.
It's the first episode my parents ever caught me watching.
Oh, really? The Big Mac Shirley episode? Wow. And you were like, I feel dirty.
Not really. My mom was like, oh, that looks like Powerpuff Girls, but horses. I'm like,
Yes.
it is Powerpuff Girls, but horses. It's like, oh, that looks cute. And then walked away, and that was the end of our brony discussion.
Right. It also helps that I don't know if anybody realized, but Coggler's a girl.
What?
It does help.
No.
So, when I buy figurines, they always assume I'm buying them for my little sisters because I have tons of little sisters.
Right.
And then when they see all of this merchandise like propped up in my room, they're like, "You missed their birthday, you know." No, I know. This is my Rainbow Dash.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I got it.
That's
I
my
understand.
Applejack
Talking
mug.
up for the future.
Applejack. Applejack.
Applejack.
Applejack.
Applejack.
I loved that video.
The Applejack.
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 Next, the main Applejack news. The main news.
Applejack.
Yes.
The main news that happened last week. Everybody missed it. Nobody's talking about this. It's totally crazy, dudes. Friendship. Oh, wait. Never mind.
What?
Equestria Girls trailer. What? Oh my God! It's so crazy.
Oh no.
Finally, I shit you not, I still saw people saying, this proves nothing, it may not happen. And I'm
What?
like, what? Are you crazy? There's a release date, there's a trailer, another New York Times article, that's where the trailer came out of. I just want to go, it's just, no! This is happening, you can't hide from it any longer. And everywhere I've seen on the internet has had some sort of minor hissy fit about it. I will say the fandom is tumultuous and not that excited.
What
about
are these
it.
fancy words?
They do not have the good feels about it. So, I don't know. I personally will withhold my personal judgment until I see it. I don't know how you guys feel. I guess that's what I'm asking. How do you guys feel so far with all the information that's come out and now the trailer?
Well, that reaction shot when Twilight turns into a human is pretty much my reaction to the movie.
Just her sitting on the ground, dumbfounded, with her mouth wide open.
Yep, screaming, no, this can't be true.
I'm relieved that it's a movie and not a television series right off the bat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going in, I thought, I was like, ooh, this was a television series.
Yeah, no, I've even personally corrected some people and saying, hey, just calm down. It's not a show. It's not even a pilot to a show. It's like
One-off.
It's like a one-off. Think of it as like any anime movie you've ever seen.
No one's heard of it.
Yeah. It's fit in usually, like, well, for a long-running series or a series in general. You can take the movie, they make it, and they're like, yeah, this happens between this seasons or this episode. And at the start of the movie, something crazy happens, and then it's all resolved by the end of the movie, so the next season can happen unfettered. Usually,
Yep.
usually because what happened is those two seasons have already started and ended, and they're like, oh yeah, this happens here.
Mm-hmm.
I think in general with the series, like, or the movie, sorry, wow, already. Um, the thing that bothers me is how specific Faust was about not making it a super girly TV show when it was regular My Little Pony, and how they
Mm-hmm.
like didn't have insane love interests, and that it was proving that girls didn't have to be the stereotypical girly girls on a Disney princess thing, and
Mm-hmm.
that's exactly what this movie looks like it's trying to be.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm in high school, here's my love interest, and here's my competition girl. That's
Right.
all I've gotten out of this so far.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
that's the exact type of plot that she seemed to be so adamantly fighting against and trying to be unique, and this
Mm-hmm.
is not unique. Also, Spike's a dog.
Yeah. Spike is a dog.
I was even more devastated to see Snips and Snails in the trailer. It broke my heart. I love those two.
the the big thing that I noticed is you can barely see it at the end of the trailer, but Spike, it's not like Dog Spike from like the big thing that they're saying is or that it's been pretty much laid out there is Twilight Sparkle is the only one of the main six that goes to human world through the mirror. She
Yeah.
meets other people there that are like her friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it looks like they don't know who she is when she's freaking out over him.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing that you can see though in the trailer is that Spike does go with her.
Hmm.
It's in like the last like frame of right before they switch off of the Twilight going into the portal shot. Like Spike's in there too. So Spike is turned into a dog when he goes. It's not like Spike Dog that's already there. So yeah, it's crazy. Spike Dog.
I think that this will be one of those movie things where the whole human thing is only like the middle portion of 3 portions of a movie, you know?
It's like the second
you think
act.
so?
Yeah, exactly. I think that might be it, just because it seems like Celestia is the one that was in charge of making this happen, so she could learn something or something.
Is it? Do you think it's like the like they say it's feature length, so and there are toys, pony toys that they've made for the villain character or whatever.
Oh yeah, Sunset Sunset Shimmer. Not
Right, yeah.
Sunshit.
Yeah, Sunshit Shimmer. Yeah, Sunset Shimmer. There are pony toys for her, so it could possibly, you could be onto something. Pony part in Equestria, then high school part, and Sunset Shimmer is like transported, like turned good again, or like not a jerk off anymore, and then brought back, or something like that. I just really hope that the love interest doesn't come back. That'd be stupid.
Yeah.
That actually makes sense because of the description of the toy.
Yeah.
Fun adventures in an alternate dimension.
Yeah.
He's
So
a student of Celestia.
And I heard that one of the writers tweeted at some point that Sunset Shimmer wasn't going to be involved in season 4, which gives me confidence that the movie plot won't be dragged into the next season.
yeah, Megan McCarthy has already said vaguely that this won't affect season 4, is what she said. So
Good.
good.
Yeah.
The nice thing about the trailer coming out though is it has sparked some creativeness on the internet. I've seen plenty of good comics come out of it, and
Blogs.
Ask blogs and stuff like that. The two of the cool things that I saw that were video related were the French crap.
What?
We're on the same page here.
Yep. Friendship is Witchcraft, the movie.
I would watch that.
Yeah, so Sherlock Bones, they redubbed the trailer of with all the corn doggy and goodness and Twilight being Wow, wow, wow,
Perfect
wow,
impression.
yeah, the all the stuff that Twilight normally does in the Friendship is Witchcraft. So this gives me hope that maybe, just maybe, when it's finally out, like on for like normal consumption, not in movie theaters,
Hmm.
that they will do some sort of version of it. I would think that it'd have to be shortened in some way, but
So much product to work with.
yeah, I would hope that, or if it at least finds its way, like the human parts finds its way into the normal, the normal episodes of Friendship
Oh,
is
or it's just
Witchcraft.
like clips randomly.
Yeah. like it's just one episode where where Twilight's like, remember that time we went to that strange world, and then it's just like like complete non sequitur or something like that. Yeah, that'd be fun. The other video that I found is by Saberspark. He's the guy in the past who's done the video, like the leaving the Brony 101 videos, leaving the fandom, Brony 101 Alec Horn edition, where he pretty much runs around and screams about Twilight having wings, and he is quickly becoming one of my favorite video makers. Even though he's people are always, oh, he's part of a Brony cast or yeah, blah 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 blah, whatever. He perfectly, I think, captures the overreactions of. He generalizes them, of course. They're not very particular, but he takes the overreactions and portrays them in a silly enough way where it's like, yes, I can take this and show it to somebody who's acting like a crazy person and hopefully get them to chuckle and take a step back and be like, what am I doing with my life? I mean, it's perfectly encapsulated moments. Like, my favorite part is it's him in the Alcorn video. It's him extreme close up on the camera. Like, the only thing you can see is his mouth, his nose, and his eyes. And he's like, this is the end of the fandom as we know it. Because Twilight has wings. And for some reason, that's a big deal. And it's like, yes, exactly. And this one is, he's pretending to write a letter to the internet. Of course, that comes out, looks like he's banging on the keyboard the entire time. Because he was.
So his letter was,
yes. And pretty much says what a lot of people have been I've been seeing said is, you love ponies so goddamn much, and you weren't the demographic for that either. Why don't you just wait and see what it does?
Because those aren't ponies.
Yeah, why? But I understand. But when you didn't like ponies, they were ponies. This isn't my Call of Duty. What is this? This isn't my Grand Theft Autos. This isn't my Nartuos. What is this?
Believe it.
I'm a ninja. Oh.
You know, I have to admit, in the past, I've watched much more feminine things than this.
Yeah. I've seen. If watching and getting in touch with feminine things, or what's considered by the main populace feminine things, the impetus to turn in your man card, I don't know. I burned mine a long time ago. I don't know. It doesn't really. And then again, who the cares? I don't fucking care. I don't.
You don't?
I do not.
Oh.
So, as for me, Equestria Girls, not gonna go see it in the theater. Probably not gonna do that.
Mm-mm.
I will watch it though.
You know, I'm just gonna make a prediction that there will be online availability pretty soon for that.
Oh yeah,
Someone will take a camcorder to the theater and go, rah, rah.
They will go rather. They'll just sit there with a camcorder, like, wow, wow, wow. I don't know. That would be probably hell for the audio of said cam copy. Oh.
This is what it's gonna be like when Avatar: The Last Airbender got its movie, except we're already expecting this to be a letdown.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it won't be as heartbreaking.
Oh, okay.
But like with the argument, you didn't like ponies, so give this a chance. With ponies, I didn't first watch a bunch of trailers and fall in love with a writer that later left and had ideas and stuff. And with this, you're going with
Preconceived notions.
someone who created it. It has nothing to do with it anymore, and
True.
it's sad.
Yeah, I can see both sides of the coin. I
just lament that they chose high school as a setting.
Yeah.
It's a Disney show.
Yeah.
They could have done something different, like a rally.
A what? A rally?
A peaceful protest.
A peaceful.
Could have made it Battle Royale.
Ooh, yes, I would watch that.
Yeah, I would have watched that. It might have
What am I
been
doing on this island.
It might have been better than Battle Royale 2.
Everything's better than Battle Royale 2.
Except Hunger Games, which was still worse somehow.
Yeah. It might have been, yeah. So, yeah, Equestria Girls, it's one of those polarizing things right now. Well, not even really. It's kind of, I think the vocal majority is, rabble, this is bad. The other part of the fandom is like, eh. And there are even a bunch of people that are like, I didn't even know this existed. So, go figure.
Well, something I wanted to say about it real quick, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like I said, I have tons of little sisters, and as such, I take them to, like, dance classes and junk, so I see a bunch of other little girls, so I communicate with a ton of young children pretty much on a weekly basis.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you have a seat over
None
there?
of them. Not that way. No, none of them, who are all huge fans of My Little Pony. Like, I play with figurines with a couple of kids when I'm waiting for my sister's dance class. None of them have heard about Equestria Girls, and when I've explained it to them, none of them have seemed to care.
Right.
But every adult person I have talked to about it. So I found that kind of funny. Like, my youngest sister who loves ponies, and then her friends who all love ponies, and then those kids I play with on Tuesdays who love ponies. I'm like, oh, they're coming out with a movie for it. Oh, yeah, they're gonna be human. Okay. You want to be Applejack? And then no one cares.
So what you're saying is...
Let me get out the orange dye.
The theaters are going to be full of parents who dragged their kids and adults who went to be angry.
Right. Yeah. It's definitely a good reason to not be there, because it's going to be full of indignant people and crying kids.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mommy, I don't want to be here anymore.
You don't make movies for kids 3 hours long. Come on.
Yeah. They said feature length, so that could be anywhere from an hour and a half to 2. So,
I thought they actually had a link to that.
what's that?
I thought they actually had a link for that.
Oh, did they? Did they announce a length?
I'll find it.
Killing time on the internet. Do.
I'll just find it.
Killing time on the... Filling dead air with my voice. 'Cause I'm fun like that.
It'll take me time to find something that may not exist.
72 minutes.
Hey, see? An hour and... How is that feature length? That doesn't... You lied to me again, Hasbro!
It's like made for TV movie.
Yeah.
Well, back in the 90s, like 100 minutes was like the normal.
Mm-hmm. 90 minutes is about the normal
now. None of this
now.
Titanic level stuff.
90 minutes is about the normal for most movies these days. The majority, I would say. Of course, you're going to have your blockbusters that are like 2 hours and 3 minutes or 2 hours and 30 minutes. But an hour and 10 or an hour and 12? Get out of my face. That is not feature length. That is 3 episodes of the TV show with no commercials. Get out of my face.
Okay with that.
I mean, that's okay. But
it's just a lie.
yeah, it's just a entire fabrication.
At the end of the movie, she'll go, "Where'd my wings go?"
Oh yes. Darkle, it's now time for the segment we like to call How Darkle is going to explain that Twilight will no longer have her wings at the beginning of season 4. Darkle, how does this tie into that theory?
Well, she had wings going into the mirror, but when she came out as a human, no wings. So
They're gone.
maybe it went off. Maybe it constructs off her base DNA, and her base DNA doesn't grow wings.
So when she comes back, she loses them. It's like
Where'd my
she's
wings
gone.
go?
It's a glitch in the Matrix.
If it was a glitch in the Matrix, then there'd be 2 Twilight Sparkles.
Yeah, like where is the Twilight Sparkle of that dimension? Checkmate, wing people.
Alicorns?
Checkmate.
Yes.
Checkmate, Alicorns. Your move, Alicorns. Oh, wait. Checkmate. Oh.
Nothing you can do can help you now.
Praise
It's
Cheerily.
not even making sense anymore.
Praise Cheerily. She died for your sins.
It's in the Bible.
It is in the Bible. Oh, Coggy, you didn't listen to the last show at all.
Nope.
You've been exposed.
You've been exposed.
I wonder if the summoner name on League Cheerily Jesus is taken. One
Cheerily.
moment.
I wonder if there's a Cheerily Jesus Tumblr. There should be. Jesus.
No, I just
Cheerily.
have that one I do at like 3 a.m. with my mouse and paint.
Oh.
Jesus is not taken.
Isn't it real Cheerily, Coggler? Is that what it is?
It's Ask Cheerily, but with 2 dashes in it, and I only do it when I'm half asleep or on sleeping medication, so that I'm really, really, really out of it.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember it. I did anything until I wake up the next morning,
Nice.
and I see it.
Yes. Ask-cheerily.tumblr.com. Check it out!
Oh no.
If I could draw Jesus Cheerily, it would be my Tumblr, but ask Jesus Cheerily. But
You can Photoshop.
I
Just badly lasso some crosses, like a spear, and
I can't even. I can't even.
Nope.
I can't even. So
Can you even?
the next part of the show is a part where we talk about cool people that are going to be at cons that we may or may not be going to. So,
Spoilers. I'm not.
spoilers, Darkle is not. Oh, I had Cheerily Jesus somewhere, but I was going to show Connie. I'll show her later. Anyways, Brony Days 2013 has announced Emmy Larson's and fan person Jan Animations. They do the Ask the Crusaders blog and do all the art, the videos, the cool videos and stuff that look very much like the show.
You know what Emily Larson did?
Gave Twilight wings.
Yes.
So, Darkle's not allowed to go to Brony Days because the restraining order that Emma Larson has on him. But
okay, all right.
yes. So Brony Days 2013. That will be happening. At a date Saturday and Sunday, the 26th and 27th of October. In the Paris. It's a Paris convention. Yes. Paris, France. Yes.
Okay.
Next up, BronyCon. I will be there. And they will have, speaking of the devil, favorite voice actress, because your favorite voice is my favorite character,
Cheerily Jesus.
Nicole Oliver, voice of Cheerily, and
Jesus.
Celestia.
You should bring her across.
I'm gonna try to find a picture of Cheerily Jesus.
Yes, you should. I think once you see this Cogs, you might understand a little bit better, but I'm thinking I might actually print this out to have like on good cardstock to have it signed by Nicole Oliver if the
Nice.
lines aren't too ridiculous. So, that'd be cool.
Oh, I didn't save it in a good spot.
Oh no, the last announcement that we have. Oh, I found it. The last announcement that we have is Lee Tokar is coming to Sweet Apple Acres Con.
We talked about him like every time.
Yeah, no, he's going to every con. So, it's, good stuff.
Oh wow, that's actually really cool, that picture.
Yeah. That
you
was,
found it?
Yeah, that was made by our last guest, not last week, but the week before that, Rar Charlie Rar, RCR.
I'd make a cool, like, a stained glass thingamabobber.
I could see it. So BronyCon, Sweet Apple Acres Con, good stuff.
I wanna go.
You wanna go? Ooh.
Can't afford
Applejack.
it.
Yeah.
Applejack.
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 I've turned into everything I hate.
Applejack. Applejack. I could just imagine.
Applejack.
I could just imagine Big Mac being like drunk off his ass off of cider, like falling over. Applejack.
Applejack.
Applejack. I'm falling over. I can't get
I
up.
told you.
Yeah.
You're really worse phony. Applejack.
Get out of here with that nonsense.
No.
Applejack is not worse pony. Twilight Sparkle with wings is worse pony. Anyways, on to the favorite part. This is the part where I ask our guests a bunch of questions that they usually don't want to answer, but I make them do it anyways.
Oh my.
First up, as we may or may not know, Coggy draws things on a semi-professional level. She does things good. More professional than either me or Darkle, that's for sure. Trust me, I've seen Darkle's art. It's not great.
Have you really seen it?
No, not really.
Ouch.
Totally a lie. I just kind of assumed.
You're so nice.
So, first question. Before pony art, what was your previous background in drawing, if you had any?
I did. I've actually been drawing for a really long time. I started off with really, 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 really awful anime art, where I knew absolutely nothing about real anatomy or anything, so everything looked like it was like Clannad bullcrap. Everything looked terrible.
I just have to interject that isn't that where all artists start? Is it like really, really crappy anime art?
That's where a lot of them start, and that's where a lot of them stay too. But in high school, I had a really, really good art teacher that taught me that, like, in order to warp things into your own style, you need to know how they work in real life first. So I ended up studying for a long time before I actually drew again. And then I went really cartoony. And then I went like a mix between anime and cartoony, and I started planning out a comic book, but then I realized that I only had like 2 pages of plot written out, so I immediately gave up. And then I actually didn't draw for about a year until I found ponies, and then I made a few random like draw threads on Reddit and whatnot, and then I got praise for that, so I kept going, and now that's my only source of income is pony art.
Pony art.
I know people who would buy pages of the plot.
Well, I'm planning another comic later. I have way more than 2 pages of plot of that one done.
Yay.
Woo!
Ooh. Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
So it's that type of comic book.
Ooh.
Yeah. What or who do you think gives you most of your inspiration?
Ooh. Artistically?
Yeah.
If you don't say me, I'll be sad.
Oh,
Yes.
it's not you. It's
Art-
not-
art-
Dang it.
artistic-
I'm sad.
Oh, that's hard. There's actually an artist on DeviantArt that has nothing to do with ponies that
What?
inspired a lot of them. Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that weird how that happens?
Yes.
But even like not being pony related, she inspires a lot of my pony art. One of them is Bindi. It's Emmy Sisieriga. I can never remember her last name.
What are those words?
Her brother is Lemon Demon, I think, that music guy.
Okay.
You'd recognize her art if she saw it. She does Nerdroid, the bird and the bear, the little blue guy. She does that webcomic.
Yeah. Okay.
And then there's another one whose username I can never pronounce, so I'm not gonna try. But I met her at a con, and she was actually really mean, and it broke my heart. But I still watch her art all of the time.
Oh.
I know, right?
It's kind of like me hearing about like Bill Nye being like
Science guy.
Yeah, Bill Nye, the science guy, being he's from what I've heard in multiple occasions. So it's not just like that one time where he was having a bad day. That he's been particularly short with people who are like, "Hey, you're cool, and I liked your show when I was a kid and stuff like that." And he wasn't like mean, or he was just more dismissive and not friendly. So
yeah, that's kind of how this artist was. Like, I went over to her booth. It was at Anime Expo, and I told her she was my biggest inspiration in art, and I watched all of her stuff. And she disables comments on everything, so I've never been able to say anything like that to her.
Right.
And she went, mm-hmm. And then I bought a whole bunch of her art, and she didn't make eye contact or talk at all or anything. Just took my money and then shooed me off, and I was so like, oh man, I wanted to cry. I was so sad.
Yeah.
She's a good artist.
Yeah. It sucks when it sucks when your bubbles burst like that. That's happened to me a couple of times in life. Not particularly about like meeting anybody, but you know, I can relate. I can relate. Next question. When and how were you drawn to the pony fandom?
Actually, my friend Becca told me about it. The series was only like 3 episodes in when she told me about it, so I'm a really, really, really early on brony, I guess.
Okay.
But she talked to me about how Tara Strong and Lauren Faust were working on a new show together, and we were both already really, really, really huge fans of pretty much all of their work. So I got all hyped up and I watched it on like the one episode or the one website that was hosting episodes at the time, and I would watch it every week and loved it. And then like 3 years later, I found out that it was a big fandom on the internet because I didn't stray far away from like DeviantArt and Facebook at the time. But I found it on Reddit just typing random things into subreddits, and oh, this is a thing. Okay. And that's also why I started drawing, was just seeing that it was popular. I'm like, I could get popular drawing this?
Yep. And now you've spiraled into the badness that is
this. It ran my
life. It's ruined so many lives.
I'm alright with it. I feel well enough.
Yeah, I feel...
Is it really ruined if you enjoy every step of the way except for one with the wings?
Yeah.
No, that's not a step. You're flying.
I think I'm off to say of... I have to ask you that question. Do you feel that way, Turtle? Do you feel that your life is ruined now that Twilight has wings?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I can never look at it the same way again. I have to like avert my eyes.
So every time Twilight's on the screen, you'll just be like, "Nope, turn it off," and then you wait a couple of seconds, you turn it back on. She's still there. Turn it off again.
Hire someone to crop out all those scenes out of the episode for you.
Or hire somebody to like Photoshop in on like a sweater vest.
Yeah.
Nice. Like her vest from Winter Wrap-Up. She could always just be wearing that.
Yes.
Always prepared.
Always prepared for Winter Wrap-Up.
And it'll be like badly drawn.
Like just kind of pasted on. It doesn't quite follow the video, right? So it just like it's always kind of lagging behind her and stuff like that. Yeah. Good. Makes it much better, I'm sure. And when her wings are like unfurled and not at her side, it's like crudely like blue painted out like for the sky or green for the ground or whatever. Like
completely random objects blocking it.
Yeah. Wow, that's an odd place for a fern leaf there. And it's gigantic in scale. Wow. Crazy. So
that looks like it came off clip art.
somebody slips and uses that like guy smashing computer clip art, and it's like it's just like right there in front of the wing, and it's like, wait a second, damn, you totally took me out of it. Before this, it was all like plants and animals and.
Wait, what's this advertisement?
They could do that. They could just hide it with ads. Darkle, you probably would not let you. That would probably be the only thing to make it worse for you, though, is if there was advertisements right in the middle, like it's Twilight Sparkle's balloon. What?
That's going in adventure.
It's Applejack's Jeep. Love Jeep.
So like whenever she's flying, instead of her flying, it'll just be her photoshopped in her balloon.
I do love the fact that a couple people in comics and stuff have had like Applejack's truck show up, and inexplicably in the back is the cardboard cutout of Twilight, even though she's already in the scene, like talking to Applejack. Every time I've seen that portrayed like in comics or in videos or anything like that, it has the Twilight Sparkle cutout in the back because it's awesome.
Who wants to join me in censoring these future episodes for innocent children that could be watching these?
I'll totally make a project out of really horribly photoshopping things into it to make it better.
We shall do this.
New Tumblr, Anti-Alicorn Project. Tumblr.com.
Yes! I want to register it while it's fresh.
Do it. Maybe it's taken already. I don't know.
The Anti-Alicorn Project. You see, and you can already get a head start because it doesn't just cover Twilight Sparkle. It can also cover the other princesses too. And yes, inventing new Tumblrs
retroactively. Take out all wings.
All right.
Wings and horns do not mix.
Yeah, that or you could always do horns because removing the horn would be anti-alicorn as well. So
that's true.
Yeah.
Personal
hats. Fancy hats.
Fancy hats. Coggy, next question. Moving on. Somehow we've moved on. Your personal favorite pony to draw?
Oh, to draw?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Personally.
Personally, my favorite pony to draw is Pinkie Pie because I have a lot of fun with curly hair, but she is not my favorite pony.
That's fine. Who's your personal favorite fandom artist other than of course yourself? So.
Ooh, that's a good question. Probably CSI Mad Max.
Yes, I do enjoy. Yeah, I do enjoy that he's not afraid to stray into the slightly off color while still being funny enough. So I do enjoy his comics. So they are pretty good.
There's a newer artist I started following who I loved because they do like really squishy ponies like me, but I can't remember his name.
Squishy.
Oh, Pasha Pup. I don't know how to pronounce it for sure. Is one of my all-time favorite pony artists. Pasha Pup.
Nice.
They draw really cute things.
And you may have already answered your question back in the inspiration question, but your personal I have written everything else, but non-pony related. Do you have like a favorite artist or a favorite thing to draw or a favorite piece of art? I guess that's technically 3 questions right in a row there. So we'll stick to your favorite, your personal favorite non-fandom artist, which, like I said, you might have answered in the inspiration question. So.
Yeah, it's Emmy.
Yeah. Okay, then I'll switch that up and say, what's your personal favorite thing to draw that isn't ponies?
It's gonna sound so awful. I love drawing stupid cartoons of myself because I can do whatever I want to it and no one gets offended. I really like drawing myself being really stupid and just like little sketches of things my sister and I are doing. Like I have pages of sketches of just conversations we've had while sitting somewhere and stuff like that, and it's all silly crap. I love drawing that because I don't have to think about it.
Nice.
Lovely.
The next question I have here, and you've foreshadowed it, but I'll try to drag some more information out of it, is can we expect any other projects soon?
Yay! Yes!
And could you elaborate on one or two of those, or whatever you may have?
One of them, I'm gonna try to do a journal style comic sort of thing, like how most of them tend to start out like webcomic wise.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought about making one like that where I'm pony, because ponies are way easier to draw, and one where I'm human.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't decided. I might just do random issues. I'll be pony. Like if I'm talking about ponies, I'll be a pony. I don't know. But that's going to be coming up pretty soon. I just want to get enough drawn ahead of time so that I can have enough to fall down on updates.
Gotcha.
And then the other one's a big like fantasy fiction thing I've been working on for like a month now, I think. And so far I only have story down, so that'll be a long time before that's seen, but it exists.
Yay. I am genuinely excited for both of these things, and I will follow them diligently.
Thanks.
So,
and you recently took upon yourself for the anti-alicorn project?
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be doing that.
Alright, let me know when you make the Tumblr.
Absolutely. I already registered it so no one else could take it.
Really? Link me.
And it seems that somebody's been messing with my my Google Doc here, because this question has been altered, but I'll ask it anyways. Why is Jay Brony a doo-doo head?
Because his hair is brown?
Okay.
Yes.
The original question, if I can remember it, is why is Darkle a poopy head?
No, I do believe it was why is Jay a doo-doo head?
No, I don't think so. The very last question is as follows. Ow, 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 ow. You know.
Booty, 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 rocking everywhere.
Yeah.
All right. Well, unless anybody has anything to add, I think that'll just about do it for
a personal cautionary tale for everyone else out there. Weed whackers are supposed to be used on weeds, not your own legs.
Oh. Did you have a weed whacker incident you'd like to share with us?
I just got into a fight with a weed whacker, and now my leg's all bloody.
Oh.
Legs do not win that fight.
That's not cool.
That's why you're a duty head. Can't win a fight with an inanimate object.
Well, it was me.
Well, on that note of carnage, I think we're gonna end this week's show. Thank you for joining us, Coggler. It was fun.
Thanks for inviting me.
And as per usual, that's Darkle's brain turning off because he doesn't need to talk anymore. And I'm your host, Jay Brony. We'll catch you next time on New Lunar Radio. Yay! Bye, everybody!
Bye.